Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Hello, I'm Alex. Welcome to my second ever YouTube video. I hope you dig it. We're gonna be inside Russia in this beautiful apartment. It's super classical, and we have a super classical model as well called Naya. We're gonna have Yuri there as well. He's an amazing photographer. He's gonna be helping move the camera based on my compositional needs. So, peeps, let's just jump right into this one. Greetings everyone, welcome to Moscow. Look at this beautiful apartment and look at the size of those windows. It's bigger than like most churches in the UK. We have this lovely studio, lovely color tones of beiges and browns. As we circle the apartment, you can see the lovely window again, a statue I missed out on using, a lovely mirror that we'll be posing Naya against, and there's the setup, the Sony AR2 I think, and a laptop. We'll be seeing a bit more of that later, stars of the show. But the biggest star of the show is, of course, Naya, looking absolutely amazing. She's just getting ready by the makeup mirror. Yuri, thank you so much for the footage. He's the guy behind the camera in Moscow, doing an absolutely fantastic job. We're now just going to jump back to the apartment, where you can see the setup in a little bit more detail. And there's Naya doing her dress movement, of which I missed pretty much every shot. There's a little bit of a delay when I was shooting, so something to bear in mind. All remote shoots are a little bit different to each other, so no two are the same. Going back around the apartment, and there you can see me moving his computer around all the way from England. So there you have it, a visual representation of what's going on and how some remote shoots work. So here we have the first image I chose to edit. You can see the camera information on the left-hand side if you're interested. I think the background's a little bit complicated for my liking, but I just kind of thought, you know what, go with the flow. Let me just see what I can make with these edits. I think in hindsight, I would have put her against the other background, which is far simpler. But again, I just thought I'd take a risk and see what I can do with the editing. I kind of like this kind of green tone we've got going over here. This is one of the few dress movement photos I managed to get. Most were captured too slowly by me. Similar edit once again, kind of going for a golden green type of vibe. And here, this is such a beautiful pose. I love the slight smile she has in her face. And again, same edit once more. So now Naya is doing a lot more epic posing. She is definitely a professional of the highest order. Absolutely killer poses happening over here. Not much more to say really, she's just killing it. Let's move on to there. That's basically the live view. So we're kind of talking to each other through the phone, which is quicker than through the computer where I'm seeing through the camera screen. Just something to know about if you decide to do a remote shoot. There are kind of a number of ways of doing it. This is another way of doing it. So here we have her doing an absolutely epic pose. I mean, like every pose she's doing is pretty much epic. Nothing to fault. Here's the first edit. I just wish I had transitioned to the other side of the room. Kicking myself about it now, but hey, mistakes happen, just part of the game. It's part of doing photography. Sometimes you take a risk and it doesn't pay off. Sometimes you take a risk, it does. It's life, it's like gambling. Again, killer pose, lots of intention in her eyes. Similar edit again. I'm just kind of drawn to these. I kind of blended together a couple of different presets to get this kind of vibe going on. And last, the expression in her eyes, oh my god. Absolutely perfect. Next time, I'm definitely transitioning over to a simpler background, no question about it. So here we have Naya in front of the mirror, again, doing some amazing posing, and that's me shooting through the camera. I just wish like I was really there in person for this one, for the different focal lengths I may have played with and movement, but hey ho. This was an amazing experience, so nothing to complain about. So here we have the first of the edited shots. No, this is the raw one, sorry, I jumped the gun. Now she edited back in the green gold vibe tone preset. I've had too many whiskeys. Alright, and this is the second one I call it. Again, I just love her expression. It's just beautiful the way she's resting against the mirror. And here we have the edit. Like I said previously, it was quite tricky to shoot this one. I wish I was there to kind of move up and down. But, I don't know, I think this is quite emotive. What do you guys think? And this was the last setup in the black dress. Again, she's doing a thing, but look at the background over here. Look at how simple and textured it is. So in my view, photography is all about the art of simplicity, whereas painting is the art of inclusion. The simpler you can make the photo, the better it is, in my opinion. And that's why I love the setup over here. This was my favorite set of images that I shot. So here we have a beautiful setup. Just a beautiful model on a beautiful chest of drawers against a beautiful background. You cannot get this shot wrong. This is beautiful simplicity in my opinion. Here you can see the edit that I've done, loving green. I don't know why, but green's like my favorite color at the moment. This is the second shot. As you can see, I quite think like usually when models and they pose and they have a slight angle, you can get like a little bit more depth and a little bit more 3D. But for some reason, I just kind of like it without the body being tilted one way or the other. I don't know why, it's just a personal preference that I've always gone for. Here we've got the edit once more, and another beautiful pose. She's staring into the distance, not sure what she's thinking about, but she's such a pro. She's probably thinking about nothing and just like killing the game. And there we go, final edit. We did this again, repeated everything in a blue dress that you can see over here, but I wouldn't go too far into it. It's essentially everything is exactly the same, but we're just doing things in a blue dress. Thank you everybody for making it this far into the video. I super appreciate it. How did I do? Let me know down below. Consider liking, subscribing, and see you guys in the next one.